Keep that sun out of your face. How you doing? Raz, how's you? Raz, I've nearly fallen on my backside way too much. Dirty Mag Yackers, how you doing, PPI? You alright? I have decent amount of snow, but a lot of ice. This road is solid ice, apart from this bit. I don't know if you can tell, see the shine, it's just ice. Christine, you alright? I'm trying to keep the sun out of your eyes, sorry if it's glaring. I'm hoping this bottom bit's not so bad, because the top is horrible. Took me a while to get round. How's you, Christine? See, looks like water. No, it's ice. And there's more snow forecast tonight. Happy days. That's gonna be me, a happy bunny. Ruthie, how you doing, Ruthie? Ruthie, I am brilliant. It's been snowing and I'm all very excited. I love snow. Love, love, love it. It's not actually snow, it's just the snow falling off the branches. Mizzo, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Balio, how you doing? Tim, how you doing? Good morning, Tim. How's things? How did your other half surgery go? Oh, that's okay. Trying to keep the sun away from you. Ruthie, we're going a bit higher ground, so there'll be more snow. This back road is quite sheltered. There's not so much down here. But at the bottom we're turning left and we're heading up towards the hills, which should be interesting because I've been slipping and sliding this morning so far. Sorry about that, son. I'll turn you to the side. Good, Tim. Crubby, how you doing, Crubby? Oh, we're getting some ice back. Tango, how you doing? I should have thought this through a bit more. Urban Geordie, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Give you a spanner there. Dan, thank you very, very much. Ron, you alright, my little Japanese jigsaw? How you doing? It's not bad up here, but I'm dreading the bottom. And the side road that we're going to take. I'm not risking cows today because I can't run. Because it's a bit slippy. Kirsty, how you doing? Fishing Frustrations, how you doing? Nice to see you, Hemi. How you doing, Hemi? Tim, I am going to be very careful. Kirsty, I've been ice skating already. The road further up, this bit's a bit sheltered, but further up, it's just solid ice. I'm going on like maybe a centimetre of pure ice. Leo, it looks nice. It's going to get interesting as we turn left under this bridge. So I apologise now for any naughty words that come out of my mouth, because potentially the air's going to be blue as well as my backside black. Catherine, how you doing? You alright, Kaz? Lunatic, how you doing? Catherine, how's it where you are? Have you got the snow? I've been watching videos. I'm highly jealous. Ruth, how you doing? Keep your Christmas wonderland until the second week in December, then you can have it. Monkey, how you doing? Oh, you're right, yeah, they're potentially going to be bad. I do try and hold my language, I really do, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. And there's the sun blinding you as it is me. Right, we're back into ice. Right, let's go over this side. Oh, heck. Alright, we'll come around the side. Solid ice. That's okay. I was watching snow ploughs clearing roads with snow deeper than the snow ploughs. Angela, how you doing? And I was rather jealous, I have to admit. Hopefully that water doesn't just run off the top because the ground's so dry. Hopefully it seeps in and gets that water levels fade a little bit. Back to ice. Fabulous. Naveen, how are you? How's things, Henny? Oh, heck. Ice. I was naughty before. My windscreen was frozen solid, so I got some lukewarm water on it. And I spilt some on the wall at the front door. And the space of me being in the car, scraping the rest off, it had frozen solid on the ground. Right, this is where it gets dicey. It should be interesting. Oh, there's no worse, is there? I hate it. Right. Oh my God. Look at that. You know when you second guess your own choices. Right, this is be fun. So again, I apologise for one's language. It's going to be horrible down the cobbles. Peter, how you doing? Is that leg bald yet? Do you know what? I went to the local store on Boxing Day and they already had the Easter chocolates out, the cream eggs. It was already out. And the staff were telling me they put them out on Christmas Eve. Insane. Pop if you ping. I'll probably be saying some things, but I'm not sure they'll be crossing my mind. I have awful language, I must admit. Scott, how you doing? Yeah, I was talking to him earlier, Kirsty. I wasn't giggling at all. I seem to be okay in the middle. Jake, how you doing? Right back at you. You've got the sun and I've got snow. He's a happy bunny. And there's some clouds rolling over the hills. Hopefully they're coming this way. There's no snow forecast tonight. Yes, most definitely industrial language. My language never used to be this bad, but it's got terrible over the last couple of years. Oh, heck, I nearly went. We've got... I'm going to zigzag the whole way. This side doesn't look too bad for now. I was out on the roads before, and they were like this. The council in their wisdom hasn't put salt out, which was fun. Puppy pig. Ooh. Heck. Right, hand out your pocket. In case you do drop like a bag of the proverbial poo. Lewis, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. I am Northern England. Those hills that you see in front of you are the very northern tip of the Pennines. You've got Scotland on the horizon, past that hill that way, and you've got the Lake District. Just over there, where those big fluffy clouds are, is the Lake District. as we get down to the old farm down here, this road turns into like traditional farm cobblestones. Not looking forward to that at all. Angie, good morning. Angie, the other honey-toned voice in our chat. Catherine's voice is just, perfect for audiobooks, as is Angie's. Oh, we've got a little ice river. Oh, shoot. Oh. Right, I think I'm safest in the middle, where it's not compacted, I think. We'll see. Pizza, I can't run away from cows today. I will end up beating... Oh my God, look at that. Heck. Solid ice. That's about an inch thick. All the way down. And that side. Ooh, they've changed the flag. This house has always got a flag up. Dark Shadow, are you alright? Yeah, I'm good. Georgia, how you doing, Jake? I'm good. I'm loving the snow and trying not to fall over. How's you? You'll be still out in your shorts, are you? It's most definitely not shorts weather here. Silver, hello Silver. Silver can tell you how bad my language has got over the last couple of years. He's heard pretty much every word imaginable. Right, we're getting near the cobbles, which should be interesting. The ground's really waterlogged and it's just flash frozen over the top. So we've got lots of ice. How you doing, Derek, anyway? What have you been up to? I'm just looking where my feet are going to go in a second as we get to these cobbles. They're basically used just round rubber cobbles they've taken from where the Roman quarry is. Sadie, how you doing? I know. Well, I've been wandering around with this watering can in my mouth. Ooh, you could be in for some snow. We have got snow forecast for tonight. Oh, these cobbles. So we'll get some more on top, but again, I think last night it was -5 on the school run this morning. Exactly. Georgie, that's where I grew up. We lived out near Otterburn on a big country estate there with a family of gamekeepers. And I went to school at Ponteland. And for all I've lived over here a long time, still about driving back to Newcastle is like driving home. Love it. Got up to all sorts. Some of the things I really shouldn't say, but hey. Andy, how are you doing? Was that Losfer? How are you doing, Losfer? If I miss anyone in chat, tell me, because I'm kind of concentrating on not doing the splits. I'm not a goger. That is the bendiest man I've ever known on here. Has to be. That's all of Gurgas. Oh, we've got some pheasants up. Yes, Losford, there's been a challenge set for the men. They just have to do one wax strip. Not an eyebrow wax strip or facial wax strip, a body wax strip, and film it on the leg and post it. Now, Pizza wasn't around, and I messaged him, and I just knew that he'd love to take part and get that community spirit. So I said he would for him. I mean, how good of a friend am I? I put him down for it because I knew he'd love to. Sheena, how you doing? Nice one, Ruthie. Bettina, how you doing? If you haven't been over to Ruthie's, go check her out. She's got a brilliant channel as well. See, I'm just so kind to people. Chris Clue, how you doing? I'm thinking that the snow, because we're heading uphill, it's going to get a bit deeper. Look at that. The cloud kicking up off the hills. It's like a big UFO. We've got some mist coming off there. Bettina, I got a really nice, well, as nice a march on as I could. That, just to warm myself up. And I've been really good. See, glove. Got a glove on one hand because I need to use the other. But that is me being prepared. Never do it. We're going to go up and straight over. Now this road might be interesting. Where it crosses the railway line. Yeah, drama is very overrated. I refuse to have it on my chat. Any drama gets brought, you're gone. We are a sea of tranquility. If you've got any beef with anyone in chat, leave it at the door. I'm not interested. Javata, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. I was UKing. Aye, there you go. Revenge. That's a bit harsh. So you are doing yours UK then, are you? Sparky, how you doing? Sparky, have you got your waxing? We kind of added you to the list by default, I think. A bit like pizza. I would love to ski down it. There's some beautiful hills, prime sledging here. Thanks, Catherine. The kids have got an inflatable donut sledge. Oh my God, it goes for miles. It is the best sledge I've known for a long time. It's kids growing up in Northumberland. At least snowed in at least 2 weeks every year and a couple of foot of snow. And some of the fields over that way have rigs. So you've got gentle waves in the field and they make perfect toboggan runs on a decent hill. And we used to take pheasant feed bags, just a thick, like a large dog feed sack. And wow, they were amazing sledges. Sparky's whack up bear dance as well. So everyone can get you. I mean, that's got potential, but it's only a little one. But the edges are quite steep. Yeti, thank you so much for coming in. And have a good one. Hope the kids have a good day at school. I never thought of that. There was a marsh at the bottom of the lake with tree stumps. And my brother was close to ended up in hospital one day because he came down the rig and he carried on going. He ended to the edge of the beck, the little river, but he also went over the top of a few of the tree stumps. He was a bit black and blue, if you catch my drift. Again, a little bit of a breeze as those clouds move in. Outlaw, how you doing? Outlaw, have you got any snow up there? Adrian, how you doing? We had a couple of inches yesterday morning. Hopefully more tonight. But there were those big chunks of shaving foam like snow coming down. Can't I feel the... Look, someone's been clever. Bindings on their shoes, look. I always fancied those, but at the same time I thought, nah. There's a lot of birds around me, but a lot of them will be in, is it at the tarn? Oh, cool, Derek. Oh, yeah, it was yesterday morning. It was snowing. I got up at 7. And the temperature was about 0 -1. And in the space of half an hour, it was down to -5. It just plummeted. So any footsteps in the snow outside would have been remotely slushy right next to the house are just instant ice clumps, which is interesting. Pizza, yes, you should. It is going to help you get on that spandex. You know you're going to. Right, we've got to cross this. Should be fun. Oh, they've been and they've salted this road. Oh, no, I just want to laugh. Yeah, it was saying -5 when I took the little to school. But she starts at like 8:20 in the morning. And when I came back home just before, it was still saying -3. Sheena, it's the nice cold. For all it's below freezing, you don't really feel it. I think because there's no wind at all. UK, that's a very good idea. Right, everyone else is walking in the middle for a reason. Oh, Sheena, I love it. Absolutely love it. Nutter, how you doing? Have you got snow, Nutter? And you can see where the snow was a bit slushy. Snow was a bit slushy as it fell. And it just instantly froze. I love it. I get so excited. Sam went mental this morning. Dilbar, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Oh, how can you not like snow? Snow's mint. I love snow. Sheeple. Dilbar, I'm in northern England, close to the border with Scotland. Beta, thank you very much for coming in. Ooh, a leg of lamb would go down nicely, you know. I love lamb. Beef followed by lamb. And then chicken, I think. Nice one. Go if you watch back. Hello. Ooh, no turkey. It's like old age chicken. Turkey's minging. Minging is a word that means not nice. Ooh, that sounds interesting, Lossa. Hey, look at that sky. We've got some little fluffy bits of cloud, but the bank's starting to definitely build. I can't remember what these ones are called. The upper atmosphere, it whips them into that smooth, flat shape like a UFO. Oh, UK, is he? Nutter, you legend. Now, is Mrs. Nutter pulling the wax off? Because it'll be almost as funny as watching Nutter try and get them off as well. See if you can hear the ice crunching under my feet. Sheeple. And then you see where the footprints just instantly froze. What size boot's that? That's a big boot. It's a right, no it's not, it's a left boot. Right, I'm a size 8. There, I'm a size 8 and that's my foot in it. So they've got to be a 11 or a 12. Big feet. We'll see if the foxes have been active down here. There's a fox earth. No, wasn't it lovely of UK to think of you? Just like I thought of pizza. We're going to follow. I wasn't sure where I was going to go when we got here. Yes, Lost Tree does, doesn't he? For his mankini and the spandex. He wants to recreate the danger, high voltage video. Don't you, pizza? Mahoosive feet, and you know what they say about big feet? Big boots. Signal tends to go a bit iffy. You got a Turkish turkey. That's quite hard to say. So if signal drops on me on the railway bridge, just know I'm staggering and slipping and sliding. There's a train to grab signal. Nilo, thanks for coming in. There you go. Big boots. We've got cows. We've got bulls. We've got big old bulls and we've got some barking. Yes, I've got a size 8 foot. Bit of a sideshow bob contender. Right, I'll try and get over here as quick as I can if the signal goes. But the train lines and the electric cables are a bit iffy. But it's got a 90-degree angle tail on this side and the same on the other. Oh crap, I didn't think about the bridge. We've got to go over it. Nearly went over. I nearly face planted that time. Cherish the bits. Should be really pretty through. Yeah. Weevils wobble and they all fall down kind of thing. Yay, we've got a bit that's not frozen. Crubby, yes we are. We've got people in chat all over the world. And it's lovely, I love it. D. Johns, how are you doing? I'm trying not to fall over. It's pizza? No, it's not. I went to do an overhead kick this morning, walking to the front door. That wasn't a pleasant experience. Oh God, why have we got cow crap on the road? Zelen, how you doing? Sheeple. It'll not be long before it's cow. Horse, it's not cow. It's almost time for lambs. Right, we'll go back in the middle. We'll see. Well, I'm hoping with. Look at all the bunny footprints. Lots of bunnies. Bunnies everywhere. And Carl out the Newcastle train. Treasure hunting, how you doing? It's sitting around about -3 Celsius. Did you all hear that big bang? Now that is bang comes from around about 10, 15 miles away. Up an RAF camp. Sometimes it's if they're that big. Look at all these rabbits. This is all rabbit. They're that big, it rattles the windows. Lots of rabbits across here. Mr. Foxy's been slacking. They've all been digging down to try and get the roots. They're all hungry. So one thing about snow, gamekeepers especially, it doesn't mean you sit home in front of the fire, you're out and you're tracking and working out what's what. Oh, nice one, Glenn. Right, we're going downhill, this should be fun. See, it's just, although the ice is kind of ribbed off the tyres, but I don't fancy seeing if it'll hold me. Oh, I've turned into a chicken in my old age. I was late getting into SBs this morning because I had to go see family, and oh my lord, their roads were like this and really steep inclines. Wow. Ah, the pheasants. I've taken you that way before, down the town. We have had sheep. Oh, we've had that crazy ram that was eyeing me up through there, and the cattle. There's my hills in the background. Angela's brilliant. Angela, I love it. Angela's like such a beautiful place. She's got the deer out the back. She's our Snow White. I think you could look good dressed up as Snow White, Angela. Now we've got a lack of rabbits. Now we've got another hill. Fabulous. Where do I go? Right, I'll try here. I smell fox. Fox is a really strong musky smell, and you can smell them a long time after they've gone. It looks like they've been in there. Now I did see footprints over here. Go back a little bit. There you go. You see these footprints here? So maybe it has been feasting. Fox prints are a lot smaller than dog, a lot smaller. There's another. Yes, Catherine, there's badgers here. There's badgers actually not far away. Where my Victorian dump is, there's a badger set. And those badgers have been really successful. The set in the last 5-6 years. They remodel it all the time. They don't just change the bedding, they'll make new chambers. And it is quadrupled in size. It is enormous. So that's all good. I was working with the police wildlife officer just to keep a check on it and make sure no one was going and messing with it. So we've got more rabbits and more fox. Fox was actually going that way. See how it was dragging its feet? I can still smell it. Once you smell fox, you never forget it. Very strong smell. The humding. Right, little step, Shazza, because you're going to fall. This ice is about centimetre and a half. Again, we've got loads and loads of rabbits. Badgers will do some damage in your car. Hello, sheeple. How are you doing? Welcome back, Kirsty. Vegas, how you doing? Hey, ladies. Where's your psychotic boyfriend? I can hear the crackling of the overhead lines in the tracks. If you live in towns and cities, please don't feed the foxes. You're not helping them. They multiply because they've got that food source. They're breeding in the inner cities. And when they're not getting enough food supply, that's when we've had reports of them breaking into people's homes through windows. They're one form of wildlife in cities not to feed. You're supporting a population that really shouldn't be there and shouldn't be existing there. It's not a healthy environment for foxes within the cities. Protect your bins. Glenn, there was a report, Evie, loads of facial injuries because a fox was trying to grab her by her head. Yeah, no, our life's boring. That way, lunatic. The most dangerous animal in the UK, next to adders, I suppose, is cows. The most reported incidents and injuries and deaths is due to cows. Everything's smaller. Everything's a lot smaller. But in some ways, it'll be similar too. I'm pretty much on the border with Scotland. You can see Scotland from my house. The Lake District is a World Heritage Site. It's a range of mountains and lakes. And that's on the horizon. For all our strictly live in a town, it's also very rural. It's a farming market town. Yeah. Seawolf, how are you doing? If cows have calves in a field, don't go in. It's why I panicked up on the moors that day when that one went to give me a chase. Terrified the life out of me. So signal can be a little bit iffy on this bit. Yeah, if you look it up, Tango, it's cows. I mean, adders, the only venomous snake in the UK is adders. And with anti-venom, it's apparently the anti-venom injection is worse than the bite. My dad's friend was bitten and said it wasn't a pleasant experience, but they're not going to necessarily kill you, but they're going to make you ill. We had a spate of deaths here from cows, cow attacks. People taking the dogs off in the fields, or people going in fields with cars. And I'm trying to try and get you to better signal as quick as I can. This bit's a lot better. I'm actually getting warm, believe it or not. Right, back to ice. And this bridge. I'll come this side. So I'm not reading the chat for a sec. I'm just watching where I'm putting my feet. Oop. And we'll see how it is across. Oh, the bridge doesn't look too bad actually. I'll just get over here. Oh. And stop for a minute. Lots of dogs everywhere. There, I'm back. Jamie, you alright? Oh, cool, Derek. Jamie Cobblcar Zaxon, how you doing? You alright? There we go, just let these people passing across the bridge. So we're just reading chat back a bit to catch back up. That guy's got, I think, 4 or 5 dogs. 1, 2, 5. He's got 5 dogs, working dogs by the look of it. Right, we'll head up over the bridge. Now, this is an old Victorian bridge where the station was opened up and expanded. We are going to walk the old railway line back to the town. This railway line ran, not that you can see it in the distance, but those hills that I walk, it ran down to here, and this became a junction. 1830s, I believe. I need to pull my jeans up because they're dropping on me. But I've got a really long quilted coat on. So I'm letting people go and hinging my trousers up as we go. The branch line was opened up to the public in the 1920s, I think, but closed in the 1940s. And where we come out in the town, we'll see where that station was. But yeah, an old Victorian bridge. I can't find any date on this bridge. And they just use railway sleepers and the metalwork, so they can easily change the steps. And the metalwork. Ooh, look at these icicles. Dilbart, your English is very good. How you doing, Zaxon? Newcastle that way, and Carlisle that way. Right, oh, I'm not looking forward to this at all. Right. These steps aren't level, they're kind of slanted. Whoever it was with the snap-ons on the boots has been this way as well. Oh, heck. Lovely and quiet urban. These steps aren't very much fun at all. Vegas, nice one. I'll get on it when I get home. Oh, round we go. Ruthie, next to brilliant red hot sun, this is my favourite. I prefer it probably to the red hot sun actually. Walking wise, although it's a bit dangerous underfoot, it's nice. It's good for walking. You're not overheating. I'm just a bit more chilled. The pond is frozen over. I see you, Zaxon. How you doing? Puta Gizmo, how are you? I can see you, Zaxon. Cemeteries down under. She was saying this morning that she's been having some issues. With YouTube the last few days now. Although there was an issue last week. TG, how you doing? With creators uploading last week. But clearly that's been fixed. Although the uploads are very, very, very slow. It took me about an hour and a half nearly this morning to upload a 5-minute video. Losfer, thank you so much for coming in and have a brilliant day. If you don't know Losfer, go check her out, she's lovely. We'll see how it is as we get through. The other side of the railway line that we're going to follow as we come out the woodland, might be interesting. And then we have to head uphill on the streets through the old Victorian homes and terraces. This would have been part of the old railway terminal, foundation for one of the buildings. And this, straight ahead. I wonder, Vegas, if it was where my signal dropped before. It could be my fault. This that we're going to follow is the railway line. Oh, we've got another train coming through. 2 carriages. Nice one, Jamie. You're a star. Jamie's brilliant as well. There'll be a lot of the smaller birds, the finches, the blackbirds, the robins, all the tits in here because it's full of beech trees. And it was a good year for beech nuts. It's absolutely loaded with beech nuts. Snow, it looks like it's snowing, but it's not, unfortunately. It's coming off the branches. It's been so still that the snow was just sat on the trees. Okay, Derek, have a good one. Lovely seeing you. Right, hang on, I just have to wiggle. It's moving around. No. Do a wiggle and pull these jeans up. Don't put a belt on. Ooh, wiggle. Right, let's hit this railway. You tend to be able to tell the railway by the sidings, the banks, and just how straight they were. Obviously the trains needed straighter lines. They won't go around corners very well. Oop. Something's been digging in that bank. And I love this little meadow you get on the right hand side next to the abandoned house that I found. In the UK, you have to apply for planning permission to do certain alterations or repurpose buildings or build. And the guy that built the abandoned house and the old care home planned to turn the barn into a restaurant, and he started all the work and he got denied it because he didn't apply first, and the farmer wouldn't sell him access, so he lost a lot of money. He ended up going bankrupt over it. But that's the thing, always get your planning. And if it's an older building, you have English Heritage, which is there to make sure that the older buildings are properly looked after, and they like them to be built as much as can be or repaired with the original stone or original lime. Pretty Gizmo, thank you so much for coming in. A friend was getting some work done on an old turret, and they started the repairs before English Heritage had been out, and they weren't using sandstone lintels on windows and on doors. They used concrete. They lined the walls with breeze blocks, which are a lightweight concrete block, and English Heritage told them to take it all down. So I had to start all over again. But if you'd waited, been patient, you would have known all this. It's one of those things you learn. This snow is ideal deer spotting time. They stick out like a sore thumb because they don't change the coat. And they're such a beautiful, rich, goldeny, orangey red. Very easy to see. With that pack of dogs coming through, I'm not sure they're going to be hanging around. TG, nice one. Zaxxon and Vegas had an issue with that just before. Thank you, YouTube. Ooh, we have people and dogs. Lots of dogs by the look of it. Purple, you alright? Kaz, she absolutely loves it. She lays down in it, she eats it, runs around like an idiot. She hasn't got stopping in snow down very well. She slid about 4 feet the other day trying to get to the house to come in. Love that meadow. Ooh, that looks pretty. But Willow is absolutely loving this now. Valentine, how you doing? PPR, thank you so much for coming in. You're a star. Ruthie, thank you so much for coming in. I'll see you soon. I'll catch you next live. If you haven't been to Ruthie's or PPRs, go check them out. Purple, I was buzzing, it was falling. before 7 o'clock yesterday morning, and it was the big chunks like shaving foam. No, TG. I'm wondering if it's signal based, the issue. Neo, how you doing? Slow is. I can check it. 2 secs. I'll just go in back in the settings and I'll check. Don't go anywhere. Not on. So I have no clue what's going on. I think it could be signal based. Oh, some lovely update. Oh yeah. Yeah, right. Hello, pup. Hello. I've got 3 Labradors. I've got a Labrador pup all over the place, yeah. Loads of... Oh, God, aye. Oh, God, aye. She's loving the snow. Yeah. She's not managed to stop in the snow. She'll just keep sliding.
Just keep going.
But nah, absolutely loving it. As much as me. There, I'm back. That German Shepherd puppy was beautiful. The big one didn't like me so much, though. The big one was a bit... My auntie, they were one of the only dogs that I don't trust. My auntie, they had multiple generations of German Shepherds. And the last 2, they got to about 6-year-old and they just turned. And they went to attack her. So she had to get rid of them, and she's not had German Shepherds since. It wasn't that she wasn't an experienced animal. She'd had, God, 3, 4 generations, and she always had at least 2. But for whatever reason, that last pair, they just turned. Carl, I love this bit. You've got the sidings right above you. I've got someone else walking through as well. I'll turn you away from her for a sec. This is where it's ankle breaking territory, where the mud's frozen. Last time we came this way, this bridge let me have signal the whole way through, which was a miracle. We'll see if it'll let me today. This railway will have been used to bring the coal from the moors, the lime from the moors, slate from the moors as well, to go off to market. It was one of the hubs. Carl, it's an old railway. Ruth, enjoy your Zoom lesson. Have you got an apple for the teacher? We've come from the train station, Carl, and we're following the siding down to the local town. The other side of this bridge I'm a bit nervous about because it's not the best walking at the best of times, but frozen and snow should be fun, but not as much fun as the steep streets on the other side. The old railway bridge is still there. There's a little old garage where the station, next to where the station was, and I've got photos from the 1930s, and it's still there, and it's still the same building. Looks like it's still ready to fall down like it did in the 1930s, but it's still there. And you've got this little bridge. I've seen more people to here today than I have every time I've walked it. Yeah, this was for bringing goods down from the Moors, Carl. For all, they're very barren and they're very unforgiving. There's a lot of industry up there. There's coal mines, lime kilns, lime quarries, and it was the spaghetti junction of railway lines up there, and it all came down here. The Earl of Carlisle put the railway line in to transport the goods, and it was open to the wider public for a few years before it was closed down. TGE's got a brilliant channel, beautiful footage. Yeah, I've got a few more to put up because I like having a play and having my own little experiments. It's not just melt some wax, stick some colour in and pour it. There's some maths involved, a little bit of science involved, which I like. Iffy bit. Someone's just walked up the side of that bridge. I hope that Rose, how you doing, Rose? Please tell me he's not going to cross the road. But yeah, literally straight line all the way through back to this train station. Green Hornet, how are you? Right, let's follow it on. The next bit is a bit iffy. I've done quite well. I've only had a few slips today. The worst one was at the bridge, the first bridge that goes over the railway tracks when signal dropped. I potentially could have carried on doing the splits, but I managed to catch it. How you doing, Green Hornet? I don't think it's going to get above 0 here until the weekend, maybe Friday. Right, hopefully I'm going to keep signal like I did last time. But I don't want to watch my feet, so if I do drop, I'll be straight back. I use a mix of dyes and mica, and they tend to react in different ways. And I like playing with that. Look at all these leaves that have been blown in. I can't believe the local kids haven't been in. Oh, they've had a fire, look. Oh, we've got a bit of graffiti in, as you do. We've got mushrooms, and I'm not quite sure what else we've got. I probably don't want to know what we've got. Right, this path gets a bit iffy. Cool, Carl. Dibin, how you doing? Are you still just keeping your lives to the Friday, Carl? Friday night? George, how you doing? The only advice I can give you, Carl, is I'll give you off here. I'm not saying it in public. I don't want to embarrass anybody. But I do have reasons behind what I need to say to you. See, they've got hardcore in. And it's a bit slinty, slanty. I'm going to need some new boots finally. Oh, you've had some as well. Look at that. Now, if that fence wasn't there, that would be a legend of a sledge hill. That'd do very nicely. We've got more forecast tonight, Dodge. I'm all excited. I'm easy pleased. Daughter woke me up to give a lift to work yesterday, and the first words were, "Mum, it's snowing," and I was out of that bed like a shot. Nigel, how you doing, Nigel? I don't think I've seen you. Happy New Year, Nigel. How's things with you? Dodge, no way. And you just had a spring and you got any more forecast? I'm hoping the temperature lifts a bit because you need it a little bit warmer for the snow to fall. And it is clouding up, I have to say, which is a good sign. I go on snow watch. I am terrible. Dibbit, no way. Dibbit in Celsius, it is -3 here. It was left when I left the house, so what's that, like 20, it's about 26 degrees, I think. T-shirts and shorts weather where you are, that's almost a good summer's day for us. Get in. If we get more, I'll get that sledge out. It's just basically, it's like a rubber ring with a base in it. And it's the best sledge ever. Might see if Willow wants to go for a ride on it. Oh, the birds haven't been through all these apples yet. I've got my big padded coat on. It's like walking around in a nice snug duvet. I love it. Bunny rabbits. Gauze, there's a rabbit just ran up there, is a rabbit heaven. Oh, look. Two, so we've had 3. All adults and all good sizes. And I can hear the air ambulance coming, which is the good side. Run, rabbit, run, run, run. That's about as much singing as you'll get from me. Oop, hang on, he zoomed in still. Mayhem, how you doing? Oh, so Silver, your heating, you've had more issues with your heating, your boiler, than anyone else. So the rabbit gone. And you can see just all the rabbits partying. We just missed a rabbit. No, they're just bog standard rabbits. There's another one. Just rabbits. Oh, there's 2. That's 5. Just a wabbit. Watership down. I only have to hear that theme tune and I start blubbing. I am so bad for it. Yeah, but Dodge, these are Northern hard rabbits. We do get hares, there's not many, but if they were adults. Oh. She was stood up there nibbling that gauze. There you go. She's having a feast on there. I've got some really young rabbits in the garden at the minute. A rabbit pie. But gauze, they love it. Johnny, how you doing? Non-creepily. Yeah, the hares are huge, aren't they? You tend to get them on the higher ground here, although there has been a couple on the edge of the town. We've got the birds. That is a great tip. Where have you gone, little birdie? Oh, I've got 2. we have a pair of great tits. There you go. A pair of great tits. Males and females are the same colour. They're the largest of the tit family. Bright yellow chest with a black stripe up and black collar. And they're looking for bugs. There we go. You get a better look at that one. No, Laura, how you doing? Thanks for coming in, Laura. The tit family, they're the biggest. Not every channel can show you a pair of great tits and it be completely innocent. One of my favourite birds is the long-tailed tit. And unlike the rest that are all that bright yellow they have in their chest, they're tiny, with a huge long tail about 3 times the length of their body. And the chest is a bright pink. So like a little cotton wool ball of pink cuteness. And they travel in family groups. And they're very, very noisy for such a tiny little bird. It's going to get very, very slippy as we get to the end of this railway line. Again, life choices. Didn't properly think through. Not many towns when you're almost in the centre of town. You have fields. Ooh, you like boobies? I was looking up lots of Rudy named birds not long ago. My childish mind. Akash, how you doing? Akash, I don't know why you've not got a spanner, you normally have one. There you go, you got it. Or is that another channel? Sheeples. On the edge of town. The town centre is pretty much over that hill and a little bit across. There are fields at the back that butt up to the main street. I'm trying to remember, Catherine, I had loads of them. And there were birds from the UK as well. There were lots of very Finbar Saunders type comments. Finbar Saunder was a character from an adult type of comic in the UK, and it had a bit of a cult following. And Finbar Saunders with the double entendres was funny. I don't even know if Biz is still up and running. The Bud Files, how you doing, Sue? Sue seems to have snow on those higher plains till nearly summer. It just never seemed to want to fall where she was. And those high plains graveyards. And we're nearly at the end of the railway line where the bridge buttresses are. And I'll show you the little garage. It's amazing the building's still standing because it is extremely rickety. I didn't realise it's actually as old as it is. But it's the only local garage left. There was another one for fuel on the other side of the town. But that closed a while back. See, this is iffy. Before we get to the end of this path, I'm going to do the wiggle and the jeans hitch. Because I can feel them drooping a little bit. And I don't particularly want to them to droop much lower. Ooh! And that was about number 4, I think. How you doing, Mayhem? Ooh, heck. That was number 5. Oh my God, that was close. Is it, Geordie? That was number 5. Dale, I know. They're the most beautiful little birds. There's blue tits, coal tits, reed tits, marsh tits, coal tits, long-tailed tits, the great tits. I think that's all it is. Oh, Dibbin, no way. I must say my pants would be brown if I came across a mountain lion if I was out. We get over here in the papers and on the news websites of, great tits the biggest. And we had a pair of great tits before, Johnny. Right, is there one behind me? Oh God, we've got houses. Right, hang on. I've got to hinge the coat up to hinge the jeans up because the jacket's so long, which does help hide. Oh God, I'm getting watched by crows. Here's me pulling my jeans up. Oh, I've got a lot of crows watching me. Oh heck, they're coming. Right, hang on. There, we go. Coat can go back down, and none of the public saw a thing, except those big crows. Right. They are jackdaws. We'll have a few crow breeds, and the carrion crows are possibly the second largest behind the rooks. You have rooks living at the Tower of London. All's well in the country if the rooks are there. All well for the kings and queens if the rooks are at the tower. Oh my God, this wasn't a great choice. But carrions are the biggest crow up here, and they can talk. They're clever, vocal birds. So this is where the railway bridge was. We'd have had a bridge over here, from there to there, and the station. Yes, pesky jackdaws. Oh God, this is gonna be iffy. School bus. A lot of the kids yesterday didn't get to school because there was that much snow. The roads were closed. We're almost at the little garage. It's been here since time began. I'll have to cross. Hopefully the paths as we go uphill aren't as bad as they look driving past it. Yeah, they're intelligent birds. They're crows. Oh my God, that was 7. Jeez, that was close. I nearly went flat on my back. I should have put a crash helmet on. Right, I'm staying next to the wall. That was ridiculously close. Whew, my heart. So this is the little garage. It's been here since at least the 30s. Look at the price of diesel, 179, 72.9 a litre. And unleaded petrol, 146.9 a litre. Not a gallon, my US friends, a litre. And we're going up there. Johnny, no, I've got walking boots on. That was so close. Cara, how you doing, Cara? I just nearly went flat on my back. Bad idea, love. Good morning. Anyone coming in? I apologise for any potential language going to come out my mouth if I go to fall. It's a bit treacherous. That hurt my hip. It's a bit treacherous underfoot. And I'm probably going to be hugging walls a lot of the way up here. Oh. Cara, have you had any snow yet? as it started to freeze up. Thank you. Ooh. Lord. I can't know if that was 6 or 7. I think we're going to get some more. Yeah, it snowed. The ground hadn't iced up. Johnny hadn't frozen. The snow fell. And as that snow came down, the temperatures plummeted. And it instantly froze. Instantly, it was a flash freeze here. So you can see these footprints. They were slush as the snow fell. But within minutes, solid ice. It's interesting going down my drive with a wheelbarrow full of salt and grit. I'd gone down in a car and I'd gone to shoot across the road into the neighbour's hedge and I couldn't stop it. But I managed to catch it and turn and stay on the road. Jeez. I think Friday we might get above 0 for a couple of hours during the day. And by Saturday it's meant to ease off, in theory. You've got Victorian houses all the way along, with newer builds peppered in between. Now these stone walls, a lot of them have actually been pointed, they're more house walls. Your regular fencing type stone walls aren't. But these are retaining walls, the ground's higher behind them. So they do need shoring up. Oh crap, look at this. Okay. Hand out your pocket and hope for the best. I don't know if you can see the glint off the ice below. And it's starting to cloud up, so I actually might get my snow tonight like they've said. Happy days. And you can see the road. Dodge, yes. I mean, look, black ice. Crap. Little steps. Little tiny steps, and pray there's no cars coming. It's ridiculous. Ooh. Leah, very icy. It was -3 when I left the house, and the roads are just still snow covered, majority of them. The odd one has been salted by the snow ploughs, but not many. Because we're so out in the sticks and so rural. Cheap Seats, how you doing? Cheap Seats, I apologise for any language comes out my mouth. Because we've got a steep hill to go up with no pavement. And it's just black ice. Life choices, people. Think things through. Don't be a shazzy. I'm more spontaneous. Like, I didn't know where I was going until I was pretty much going out the door. And it's rare that I decide where I'm going. But I try and be more... I'm trying to think more now. Hiya, how you doing? We've got one of those, but a black one. Hello.
Only 16 weeks old.
Yeah, beautiful. I've got 3 now. The put's going to be my daughter's.
Right.
But we all know it's mine. Right, let's go. Gregory, how are you doing? Jeez. I've got to go up that hill straight ahead. Right, I'm coming down off that. But none of this has been gritted. And the junction's fun. No, I'm staying down here. Where it's compressed on the pavements, it's just as slidey. And not a bit of grit or salt to be seen. Ooh, heck. See that ice? Oh, so this bit coming up doesn't look too bad. I think it's when we get over the top, it starts to get a bit dicey. Now you can see it on the road. See if the horses have the coats on. There's a field of horses. Here we've got a pillbox from Law. They've got big signs saying keep out. The kids, there's generations and generations of kids used to go down into it, but I can show you the top of it. And you got a window on the side of it. Beth, thank you for coming in. So there, you've got the window with the pillbox. And the lid, it fills this corner. I think it's the only one left. There are some ammunition shelters left. But they're pretty much the remains of the war in the town. Queen Ninja, how you doing? I'm trying to keep the sun out of your eyes and keep the glint away from you. That's while we get around this bit. Hopefully those clouds will cover the sun again. Bit better. So daughter picks up her car tonight and I'm dreading it. I thought I'd run over a squirrel down here last Friday, but there was no body when I came back, so I must have managed to miss it. And again, we're pretty much just off the town centre. And just lovely and quiet with fields of horses and sheep and cattle. Right, we're starting to hit the ice again. Oh, it looks a bit iffy. The horses aren't out, I don't think. We'll have a look as we go on. And we're getting some more ice. Let's let these cars pass first. There. How you doing, Beth? Thanks for coming in. Usually you've got horses in here. Oh, they're out the... Oh, God. Jeez. Didn't think this through. At all. This route wasn't one of my brightest ideas. We are in a county called Cumbria. Scotland's maybe 20 miles from here. You can see it on the horizon. Close to an old heritage site called the Lake District. It's an area of outstanding beauty with lakes and mountains. Jeez, this is... Oh, hand out your pocket. Look at that ice. You might not necessarily see it, but the roads are built right, raised in the middle and dip on the edges. So I'm basically where all the water goes. But I can't walk in the middle. Then we're out the sun a little bit. Yeah, there was no squirrel body here, so I think I didn't hit it. That wall's really unusual. I'm amazed it's still standing, to be honest. We've got another slip slidey bit. Ha! I remember that turning mirror. Right. Oh God, there's a car coming. Right. Oh, lovely, Beth. Beautiful place. A lot warmer than it is here. Right, I'm walking on the broken up ice. As you can see, this road's not the widest at the best of times. Zaxon, no way. I'll have to look it up, but I'm sure it's around about 26-ish here. Ish. I wish everyone used the same measurements. Imperial or metric. It would make life a lot easier. See, that looks alright, but it's not. It's ice. Ooh, I nearly fell over. Laura, yeah. Big parts of Europe are the same. My daughter bought me a trip to Poland for Christmas. And just over a week ago, I was in Krakow. No snow, and temperatures the same as the UK. Ski resorts, the French ski resorts, are struggling for snow. Oh, yeah. And a lot were closed. I think they've now got them open back up again, but yeah, the ski slopes in France are just green. I think Austria too. And I was having a look just to be nosy. And it's colder here than it is in Poland now. Zaxon, have you had the crazy rain or the crazy snow? Or have you got a big fat nothing to be there? Yeah, it's starting to cloud up, which is good, because I want more snow. I'm a snowaholic. And these roads, the winter sun being so low, it's blinding. Snow is lots of fun. She says, dodging in case a car slides into her. Lots and lots of fun. Just like a little bit uphill and you get more snow laying. Sorry, I can't see with that sun. Hey, I'm going to flip you past the sun. Try and shade you so I can read. This road to the right isn't fun. And the snow and the ice either. There's a big S-bend, sharp S-bend at the bottom. Evie, how are you doing, Miss Canadian Scrapper? How are you? That road is horrible in the snow. And the S-bend, I'm amazed the house at the bottom there hasn't been hit. Yeah, the weather has been so strange with the weather rivers that you've had. We got the tail end of the cyclone bomb that hit you, but for us it wasn't snow, it was just wind and rain. It dashed my hopes. I was hoping for snow. And we tend to, if they hit the jet stream, we tend to get the tail end of hurricanes, but nothing like the way when they hit land as big categories. Well, we haven't really had that many winter storms this year. Last year we had 3 major ones here back to back over the space of 5 days. And those, I mean, the damage, woodlands flattened. The local city, a lot of that ends up underwater. It's had some big historic flooding over the last 15 years or so. But this year has been, oh God, that isn't a puddle, that's ice. Let's cross over and get shaded from this sun. But this storm season, as yet, not bad. Nice one, Beth. You know what's actually, my supper is ridiculous. I wake up every morning and I've got hundreds of notifications. And trying to work through them is a nightmare. So I've started saving things to my watch list religiously and just going through it from there, just so that I don't miss anything. This wasn't pleasant as I headed out. I can't see any salt down there, maybe have, because the road looks a bit clearer. I would hate to be walking here and a snowplow came past putting the grit down. There was another article today in our papers about Jeremy Renner. His snowplow actually went over the top of him, didn't it? Saying that it's going to take him a couple of years to get back to some kind of normal. No way. That's a bit iffy, Dodge. But I do love it. It's around about it was -3 when I left. And it's not really going to get any warmer today. The temperature's starting to dip as it is. So whatever thought, I put salt down, and salt, its freezing point, I think, is about -11. So as long as the ground's above, the surface is above -11, the salt will work still and counteract the ice and the snow. But no, it just froze over clean over the top. But yeah, he's actually lucky that he's still alive. I mean, his own snowplow ran him over. It's not, maybe the snow cushioned him to some extent. But he's got a lot of injuries, obviously. Yeah, I put salt out on the drive yesterday, And it just throws over the top of it. Like fabulous. So I'm being good about mixing grit in with it just to give a bit of traction. So people, that is about me. I need to motor on home and go and get little one from her after school club. She plays a couple of disability sports and it's competition time soon. Was it Catherine? That's scary. Ooh, George, I'll have a look. Yeah, it is, Geordie. These shit trees are all listed. So they're staying where they are and they're being looked after. No one's got an excuse not to. So thank you all for joining me. Hopefully tomorrow there's even more snow. Hopefully lots more snow. It's forecast. So fingers crossed there is, because I love it. So thank you all for joining me and I'll see you soon. All right, bye everybody.